Yeah, look at the budget truck. Yeah. Here they go again. Here they go again. Right? Yeah, bro, don't look over here. What the fuck you looking at? Yeah, that's that clown that morning standing out here. Oh, here's the other one. Sees me coming, steps out. Look at those two. Look at them, look at them. Oh, y'all walking off now, huh? Y'all was standing up there talking. Y'all see me. Don't walk off. Yeah. So last night, man, they were, after I got the phone texting Pam back and forth, they started with the gunshots. Fucking cowards. Yeah, so like I said, they ain't fooling nobody. They ain't fooling. He's got a little Jewish kid here. He looked at me and then he looked down at his shoes. So like I said, from time to time they will revert to just using kids in this manner. Like I said, ain't nothing that they haven't done before. It is a rehash of the same tactics, the same method. And this is how, as a TI, you can decode their programming or your targeting. Right? Yeah. So let me tell you guys about the remote monitoring. So I was saying to myself, I need to come here and get a breakfast sandwich. So you see, as they both went into the store, he took out his phone, right? Alright? And that's because when they have you on the remote monitoring, they do stuff like that. You don't look at me, you looking at my jacket. I got wearing the yellow jacket today. Yeah, I know, because y'all expect me to go into the store. Because he's reading my mind. With the microchip, right? So, yep. Y'all ain't fucking slick. And this is what they'll do. So the two guys there waiting, when they see me, they start walking off. Then, as they was about to go into the store, one of them takes out his phone, look at it, puts it back in his pocket, right? Because they knew I was going to go into the store. Why? How did they know? Because I was microchips, and it's for the purpose of remote monitoring. So anything that you're thinking of, you're doing, they will be there. He stick his tongue out at me, right? They will be there. Okay? And that's what they try to do. That's what they're doing. I wouldn't say try to do, that's what they're doing. And this used to happen to me a lot. Alright? I talk about this, I was tell this story about when I was working. And I had to go meet a friend of mine for dinner. So I was just finishing up work, and I was singing a song in my head, right? So I went and met my friend. We had dinner. After we finished, we walked out of the restaurant, and there was a police car parked across the street. Now this was a two-way street, so there was a police car parked across the street. As soon as we entered out the restaurant, the police car made a U-turn. Two white police officers sitting in the car. The one on the passenger side rolled down the window and start singing the song that I was singing at work. Okay, remember, I wasn't singing it out loud. I was singing it in my head. My friend Nancy at the time, who was my friend but no longer my friend because they used her to target me, she looked at me all weird, and the shit just got weird between me and her. So I walked into the train station and I went home. She never called me. Usually she called me to let me know that she's home. She never called me, and that was the last time I spoke to her. And we were such good friends, right? So this is how how they use this technology to try to terrorize, and not try to, but terrorize those who have been chipped for remote neural monitoring and experimentation. Okay? So yeah. So when those two guys standing there, and then when they see me, they start walking off, and they went into the bodega, and the guy, before he goes in, takes out his phone to let me know that they were monitoring me, and they feel that they have a reason. Okay? And they feel that they have a reason to do it, so. Right? And that's what they do, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they do. Okay? So, what's next? Right? What next? Are they going to start lobotomizing people like they did in the past? For whatever reason? Right? Because what they're basically doing is raping your mind. They'll send you to jail if you rape somebody, which is something you shouldn't do, right? Because again, they're law enforcement, right? They're in the security business, but they're allowed to do whatever they want to do to anybody, and they'll turn around and lock you up for doing the same thing. Okay? So, you know, you guys could look at a video called The Secret Government. It's on YouTube, right? And it's a very telling history of the secret agencies, security agencies, not just a secret agency, but security agencies of the United States and what they have done. And the crimes that they have committed, the millions of people's lives who have been killed because of their evil and wicked acts. And, you know, they don't care, right? They face no repercussion. They hold no accountability for what they've done. And they can always say it's in the matter of national security or public safety, right? These are the two words that they use to justify what it is that they're doing. And the public is stupid enough to allow these things to happen. The public is stupid enough to think that it's happening to other people in other countries, it's not happening here. Even though we see, and especially black people, is stupid enough to even believe anything these motherfuckers have to say. So, but that's the way it is, and that's how they can control and condition people. And it is a sad thing to see, because these people walking around here as if, you know, this shit not happening to them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Right? So yep. That's what it is that did. Okay? Yeah, what you gonna do? Now you're gonna put on your fanny pack, huh? As soon as you walk into me, you gonna put on your fanny pack now, huh? People are so fucking funny, and they're so predictable and so obvious, right? And as a TI, you don't just happen to, you gotta study the program, what it is that they're doing, in order for you to see the conditioning, right? Because a lot of times they'll do things and they'll condition you somewhere you won't see it. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so as I was saying, so there's a video called Secret Government. It talks about those in the security agency who assassinate leaders elected by their people. And when leaders try to do right for their people, the United States government and the CIA literally assassinate and remove those leaders and install dictators. And these dictators would murder, kill, create death squads. And like I said, people don't understand the history of the United States, right? So like I said, if you wondering where Hitler got the idea of eugenics, Hitler and the SS got their idea of eugenics and exterminating the Jews, it came from those here in the United States in the eugenics and white supremacist movement. Okay? So, the United States always have a history of creating violence, death, destruction, right? And then those within the government will try to dictate to other countries human rights violation. Meanwhile, they're violating, particularly us as black people, human rights here in the United States. Right? They have black sites. The police have black sites, and where they take black people, black prisoners, black suspects to torture. Everybody want to walk around as these shits don't exist. You understand? That's what they want. They want to walk around like this shit don't exist. And it goes over their head until it personally affects them. Then they start thinking about it. Right? Then they want people to listen to them. Meanwhile, it was being done to other people, and they want to listen to those people. They ignore those people. But that's how this is the society that they create. We are all conditioned in some form or another. Okay? It's foolish for people to think that they can't be manipulated and brainwashed. Because from the time they enter the public school in this country, you're basically being brainwashed. Okay? For some, it's a good brainwashing. For others, it's not. I was gonna hop on the select, but I was like, nope. The way these motherfuckers was talking to me last night, my disability pass, I can't use it on the select. So I gotta wait for a local, and it might be a while before I even get a local. Alright. a second local bus that passed by that's not stopping. There's no passengers. Okay? So why is that? One, yeah, look at it. Yeah. One, they want me to get in the dollar man, or two, they want me to get on the select. Right? So I wonder how much money I have in my wallet that they're trying to take away from me. Or I get on the select, I have to buy a pass. What is this? It's a local. Is that a local or that a select? There's the next bus coming. So like I said, two local passed by. Okay, and no passengers on it. Okay, here comes a local. Alright. Okay. I'm sorry. Alright. So yeah, there you go. Another white guy again. Alright, on the bus. I'll tell you, this shit ain't funny. But you can see their patterns, alright? And this is why I want you guys to see their pattern. See what it is that they're doing. Yeah. She turns around and swings her hands open. And the palm of her hands facing me to show me, right? Okay, like I said, what they don't understand is that I just can get they're just making me get better at analyzing the shit that they're doing and exposing it. That's all. They're just making me get better. Analyzing this shit and exposing it. So like I said, you ain't gonna try to use no shame, guilt, or whatever else you want to come with. Talking some, trying to send me some bullshit subliminal messages. Nope, not gonna happen. Yeah, your ass should get COVID. Right, pinching your damn nose. And stupid ass people, I tell you. That's to tell you, when just because they want to target me, they will put their lives in danger. Alright? He took his thumb and wiped his nose with this shit. I'm not talking about on top. I'm talking about right where his nostrils are. The opening of his nostrils. So yeah. So tell me, do these people make any sense? Right? Do these people make any sense? And we all seen the stupidity of people getting COVID. Right? We seen that, right? Even though they know they can get COVID, like I said, they're still coming on the bus, taking their mask off, rubbing their nose, right? Basically wiping their face with their hands. Right? I'm showing you, They are sitting on the bus with their mask over their face instead of their nose. And the bus is one of the most compact places where people are packed into a vehicle, you know, and this is what they do. So, what does that tell you about human nature? Right? Yeah. What does that tell you about human nature? Right? That even when there's a pandemic, people will still not protect themselves, even though they know they can get COVID and die, or can get seriously ill from catching COVID. Right? And that's human nature. Okay? Now some of us, you know, who have an independent way of thinking or critical thinking skills, we don't, you know, we understand we don't do that. But but when you see them do those things, right? And even though they may have kids at home and they go up to their children, they still behave the same way, right? So yeah, human nature. And also part of it is also conditioning, right? So people want to believe because we call this a free society, that it's a free society. It's not a free society. There ought to be rules.